Hi, my name is Kate Herzke, and today I have the honor of introducing Olivia Leventhal. When I learned I would be introducing Olivia, my first thought was ECS. Now, for those that may not know Olivia or me, we have both had the pleasure of leaving St. Mary's, attending ECS, and returning back to St. Mary's. I for sure am glad to have someone with me that understands just why I returned to St. Mary's not long after leaving. I know the class of 2017 was thrilled when she came back her sophomore year, and now it is as if she has never left. Although she may seem quiet, her uplifting words about her faith or life in general never fail to put a smile on someone's face. I cannot wait to hear what she has to say to us today, so please give it up for Olivia Ann Leventhal.
When we let go of what other people think and own our story, we gain access to our worthiness, the feeling that we are enough just as we are, and that we are worthy of love and belonging. When we spend a lifetime trying to distance ourselves from the parts of our lives that don't fit with who we think we are supposed to be, we stand outside of our story and hustle for our worthiness. That critically important piece that gives us access to love and belonging lives inside our story. I think about this quote by Brené Brown often. Many books have impacted me. In the 11th grade, Life of Pi taught me to choose the better story, and this year, Hamlet taught me that we don't have to be like Ophelia. It's okay to ask for help. But recently, Brené Brown's book, The Gifts of Imperfection, has changed my life for the better. The book is about worthiness and learning how to live wholeheartedly in a world where more often than not we feel ashamed. I found myself engrossed in making sure I was considered good enough. I would constantly catch myself tangled in thoughts of self-doubt like, if only I could be as smart as she is, or if only I was that skinny. These thoughts led me to retreat into a shell that was all too comfortable. I saw it as safe, but really it was a dangerously unhealthy place where I allowed myself to wallow in self-hatred and nobody had a clue. I ended up making a terrible mistake. I lost too much weight too fast, but the weight is not where I went wrong. It was the pace in which I chose to lose it. In my attempt to fit the mold the world was forcing on me, I fell so deep into sadness that I believed what I was doing was self-discipline when actually it was harmful. It wasn't until a few people came into my life that for the first time I was truly pulled out of that pit. It is important for us to pay attention to those people. It could be a sister, a teacher, a coach, a counselor, someone from your church. But whoever it is, pay attention to them. Invite them in. I have been lucky enough to find mentors who are willing to come alongside me and love me when I haven't been able to love myself. In our lives, there are voices constantly telling us who we are and who we should be and why we are not enough. Sometimes it may even be our own voice. But what I am here to tell you today is that we do not have to listen to every voice. We have the option to listen to voices that speak life into us, reminding us that we are enough just as we are. When you reach the place where you choose to turn away from the negative voices, you find your own strength and your own voice. In her book, Brené Brown says, "Worthy now, not if, not when. We are worthy of love and belonging now, right this minute, as is." And I agree with her. I was not allowing myself to be worthy. We need to be gentle with ourselves because at the end of the day, we are all doing the best we can. And who knows? One day I may lose the weight again, or I may not. Regardless of whether or not I do, it's okay because I know there are people in my life who love me. So if you hear nothing else in this speech, hear this. Believe you are enough because you are. And when you find yourself in a place where you do not believe that, find those people in your life who lift you up and speak life into you. Brené Brown says, when we let go of what other people think and own our story, we gain access to our worthiness. When we spend a lifetime trying to distance ourselves from the parts of our lives that don't fit with who we think we are supposed to be, we stand outside of our story and hustle for our worthiness. I have learned I do not have to hustle for my worthiness, and neither do you. Thank you.